Chosen one, listen closely. Your days of struggling are over. The season of lack, of wondering how you'll make it, of feeling like abundance is always out of reach, it's all coming to an end. Heaven has declared that you will never lack again. Wealth, favor, and supernatural provision are being released over your life right now. Everything that was delayed is about to arrive, and every door that was once closed is about to open. Get ready, because heaven's wealth is yours. There comes a time in every chosen one's life when the tides shift, when the weight of struggle is lifted, and the dawn of abundance begins to rise. That time is now. You have endured seasons of scarcity, moments of uncertainty, and periods where it felt like no matter how hard you worked, you were met with limitation after limitation. But hear this clearly, your era of lack is over. The struggles that once seemed endless are now being replaced with divine provision. And what once drained you will now strengthen you. Everything you have suffered, every trial you have faced, was not for nothing. It was preparing you, molding you, refining you for the wealth that heaven has assigned to your life. The lack you experienced was never meant to destroy you. It was meant to train you for the level of abundance that is about to pour into your existence. The reason you felt the struggle so deeply was because your destiny is one of immense greatness. The forces of darkness tried to keep you trapped in limitation, but God has declared that your time of suffering has ended. Think about all the times you were on the verge of giving up, all the moments when you questioned if things would ever change. Yet, despite it all, you endured. You remained faithful. You continued to trust, even when you couldn't see the way. That faith, that resilience, is why heaven is now responding in a mighty way. Doors that were once locked shut are about to swing wide open. Resources that seemed out of reach will now flow effortlessly into your hands. You will begin to see unexpected provisions, financial breakthroughs, and miraculous opportunities unfold in your life. What was once difficult will now come with ease. No longer will you struggle to make ends meet. No longer will you live in a cycle of just barely getting by. Instead, you will step into a season where overflow is your new reality. Everything that was stolen from you, your peace, your joy, your stability, will be restored in ways beyond what you ever imagined. The battles you fought in silence, the tears you cried when no one was watching, the nights you spent wondering if relief would ever come, all of it is being answered now. The heavens have taken notice of your endurance, and the reward is arriving. You were never meant to live in lack. You were meant to experience the fullness of God's provision, to walk in wealth, and to live in divine prosperity. This is not just about material wealth. This is about stepping into a life where you are completely free from the burdens that once weighed you down. A life where peace flows like a river, where health is restored, and where opportunities chase after you instead of you chasing after them. Your anointing is too great to be hindered by scarcity. Your calling is too powerful to be limited by lack. That's why God is removing every obstacle, every blockage, and every delay that has tried to keep you in a place of struggle. Chosen one, stand firm and believe. Your time of lack has come to an end. From this day forward, expect to see supernatural shifts in your finances, in your opportunities, and in the way provision finds you. You will never lack again, because heaven has declared it so. Your wealth is not just coming, it is here. Chosen one, you were never meant to struggle. You were never meant to live in lack, barely scraping by, wondering where your next blessing will come from. That was never God's plan for you. From the very beginning, before you even took your first breath, heaven's decree over your life was abundance. Not just enough to survive, but more than enough to thrive. The promise of God is clear. You are destined for wealth beyond measure. Look around you. The universe is filled with limitless resources. The oceans never run dry. The stars in the sky are beyond counting. The sun never fails to shine. If God designed the world in limitless abundance, why would He create you to live in restriction? The truth is, He didn't. The enemy wants you to believe that lack is your portion, that struggling is just a part of life. But that is a lie. Heaven's economy is overflowing, and your name is written in it. Remember what the Word says: the Lord will make you the head and not the tail, above only and not beneath. That means you are not meant to chase after blessings. They are meant to chase after you. God has stored up treasures with your name on them, and He is ready to release them into your life. You will go from waiting for opportunities to walking into them effortlessly. You will go from praying for breakthroughs to living in a constant flow of provision. But understand this: God's abundance is not just about money. It's about a life overflowing with favor, health, joy, and divine opportunities. When God blesses, He doesn't just add, He multiplies. He blesses in ways that no man can take credit for. Your wealth will not come through ordinary means. It will come through supernatural doors, through unexpected connections, through divine setups that no one saw coming. You may be wondering, but why hasn't it happened yet? Because God has been preparing you. Before great wealth is given, the vessel must be ready to handle it. God has been building your wisdom, strengthening your faith, and sharpening your discernment. He knows that wealth without spiritual foundation can be dangerous. That's why He didn't just hand it to you before. You had to be prepared. But now, the time has come. You are ready. The season of waiting is over, and your promise is about to manifest. Everything is shifting in your favor. The very atmosphere around you is changing. Wealth is aligning itself with your destiny. No longer will you be in positions where you feel forgotten or overlooked. No longer will you struggle to make ends meet. Heaven's supply chain is infinite, and you are directly connected to it. There is no force, no delay, and no enemy that can stop what God has already ordained for you. Chosen one, listen carefully. Your days of financial hardship are over. The chains that kept you bound, the cycle of just barely getting by, the constant battle to make ends meet, all of it is being broken right now. Poverty and scarcity were never meant to define you, and they will no longer have power over your life. God is stepping in to shatter every limitation that has held you back. You've endured seasons where money seemed to slip through your fingers like sand. No matter how hard you worked, it felt like you could never get ahead. You faced unexpected setbacks, sudden losses, and moments where you questioned if you would ever experience true financial freedom. But hear this truth today. Those days are gone. The enemy tried to keep you in bondage, but he has failed. The power of lack has been broken, and divine provision is now flowing into your life. Understand this. Poverty is not your inheritance. Struggle is not your destiny. You were not placed on this earth to live in constant stress over finances. God's plan for you has always been one of overflow, not insufficiency. Every form of limitation that has been working against you, whether it was generational curses, negative mindsets, or unseen spiritual battles, is now being shattered. The chains that once restricted you are breaking. The prison of financial hardship is crumbling before your eyes. You see, wealth is not just about money. It's about living in a state where you lack for nothing. It's about freedom. Freedom to give without fear. Freedom to pursue your purpose without worrying about how you'll survive. Freedom to bless others because your cup is overflowing, and that freedom is yours. You are stepping into a new season where financial struggle will no longer be a part of your story. God is opening new doors for you, doors that no man can shut. Unexpected financial blessings will begin to appear. Debts will be canceled. Opportunities will come from places you never imagined. Resources will be released into your hands in supernatural ways. What once seemed impossible will become your new reality. But chosen one, you must walk boldly into this breakthrough. Leave behind the mindset of struggle. Reject every thought that tells you abundance is not for you. Speak life over your finances. Declare that you are prosperous. Believe that God is your provider and that He is releasing His endless wealth into your life. Chosen one, hear this loud and clear. Your life is shifting into divine overflow. No longer will you live in a place of emptiness, where every blessing seems temporary, where every breakthrough feels like it fades too quickly. That season is over. From this moment on, your cup will run over, and the abundance of heaven will flow endlessly into your life. You have spent too long pouring into others while feeling empty yourself. You have given your time, energy, and love, expecting little in return, always trusting that one day things would change. That day has come. God has seen your sacrifices. He has witnessed your faithfulness, even when you had little. And now He is stepping in to reward you. The drought is ending, and the floodgates of supernatural provision are opening. What does overflow mean? It means never running dry. It means always having more than enough. It means blessings so great that they spill over into every area of your life. Your finances will overflow. Your opportunities will multiply. Your peace will increase. Your joy will expand beyond measure. This is not just about receiving. It's about stepping into a new way of life where you are constantly surrounded by divine favor. The Word of God declares, "Give, and it shall be given unto you. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over." This is your portion. The seeds you have sown, the faith you have held on to, the prayers you have lifted up, they are all returning to you, multiplied beyond expectation. You will not just survive, you will thrive. You will be so blessed that you will become a blessing to others. You must prepare yourself for this shift. The level of increase coming your way requires a new mindset. You can no longer think in terms of limitations. You must walk with the confidence of someone who knows that provision is their birthright. Speak it over yourself. I am destined for overflow. I will never lack again. Declare it every day, because your words carry power. Chosen one, expect to see the signs of overflow in your life. Expect unexpected financial breakthroughs. Expect divine connections that lead to new opportunities. Expect doors to open that no man can shut. You are no longer living in scarcity. You are stepping into a life where your cup will never be empty again. Chosen one, get ready. God is about to open doors you never even knocked on. The favor of heaven is surrounding you right now, moving in ways you cannot yet see, aligning divine opportunities that will change your life forever. The waiting is over. The struggle is over. The delays are over. What you have been praying for, what you have been believing for, is finally being released. For too long, it seemed like doors kept closing in your face. You tried and tried, yet every path led to a dead end. You watched others rise while you remained in the same place, wondering if your breakthrough would ever come. But hear this, God was never denying you, He was preparing you. The closed doors were not rejection, they were divine protection. Every delay had a purpose. Every setback was setting you up for something greater. And now, it's time for those doors to open. When God grants divine favor, no one can stop it. It is not based on your qualifications, your status, or what others think you deserve. It is based on God's plan for your life, and His plan is overflowing with abundance, success, and supernatural breakthroughs. The opportunities coming your way will not be small. They will be life-changing. They will be so great that even those who doubted you will have no choice but to witness God's power in your life. You won't have to struggle for these blessings. You won't have to fight for them. They will find you. Doors you never expected to open will suddenly swing wide. Connections you never imagined will come into your life. Resources will flow effortlessly. What once took years will now happen in an instant. But chosen one, you must be ready. Favor requires preparation. When God opens a door, you must have the faith to walk through it. You must release any fear, doubt, or hesitation. Stop questioning if you are worthy. You are. Stop wondering if it will happen. It already is. The shift has begun. The blessings are in motion. The breakthroughs are on their way. Declare this over yourself. Divine favor is upon me. Doors are opening for me. Opportunities are chasing after me. I will never lack again. Say it, believe it, and watch as heaven's wealth flows into your life. Chosen one, you are stepping into a season where God's provision will defy all logic. What you are about to receive is not coming from ordinary sources. It is not based on human systems, paychecks, or limited resources. This is supernatural provision, wealth and blessings flowing from the divine realm beyond anything you can comprehend. You have spent years trying to figure out how to make ends meet, working hard, doing everything in your power to secure stability. But now God is stepping in. What you could not accomplish in your own strength, heaven is about to do for you in an instant. The doors that were locked, the opportunities that seemed impossible, the resources you thought were out of reach, they are all being released to you right now. Remember how God provided for his people in the wilderness? Manna fell from heaven. Water flowed from a rock. They didn't toil for it. They didn't struggle. It was divine provision. And that same supernatural provision is being poured into your life. Money will come from unexpected places. Debts will be cleared without explanation. Resources will flow to you in miraculous ways. The people around you won't understand how you're being blessed. They will wonder how you went from struggling to thriving so quickly. That's because this is not a man-made breakthrough. This is heaven's wealth manifesting in your life. The natural laws of finances, economics, and limitation do not apply when God is your provider. Where others see scarcity, you will see overflow. Where others struggle, you will rise effortlessly. But chosen one, to receive this supernatural provision, you must release your grip on worry. Stop stressing over how it will happen. God does not need human systems to bless you. He does not operate on deadlines or worldly limitations. His power is unlimited, and his supply is endless. All you have to do is trust, believe, and receive. Chosen one, true wealth is more than money. It is divine abundance in every area of your life. While financial prosperity is coming to you, God is also pouring out something even greater. Wealth and health, relationships, and unshakable peace. You've seen people with money but no joy. You've watched those who have riches but live in fear, loneliness, or sickness. That is not true wealth. God's plan for you is complete abundance, prosperity that overflows in every part of your life. The financial blessings are coming, yes, but they will be accompanied by divine healing, restoration in your relationships, and a level of peace that cannot be shaken. What good is money if your health is failing? What good is success if you have no one to share it with? God is not just making you rich, he is making you whole. The stress that has weighed on your body, the sleepless nights, the heaviness you have carried for years, it is all being lifted. Divine healing is flowing through you. Strength is returning to your bones. Energy is being restored. You are stepping into a new level of vitality and well-being. And chosen one, the people who are meant to be in your life, the ones who uplift, support, and love you, they are being positioned around you. No more toxic connections. No more betrayal. No more loneliness. Divine relationships are forming and your circle is being purified. The love you have poured out is returning to you multiplied. But above all, God is giving you something that money can't buy. Supernatural peace. The kind of peace that allows you to sleep deeply, knowing that all is well. The kind of peace that guards your heart no matter what storms try to rise against you. The days of living in anxiety, fear, and doubt are over. You are stepping into a life of complete stability, joy, and assurance. Declare this now: I am wealthy in every way. My body is strong, my relationships are blessed, and my mind is at peace. I walk in total abundance. Chosen one, your mind is the gateway to your destiny. If you want to experience true and lasting abundance, the first transformation must happen within. Your mindset must shift. Your thoughts, your beliefs, and the way you see yourself will determine the level of prosperity you walk in. For too long, you have been conditioned to think in terms of limitation. You have been taught that struggle is normal, that success is rare, that wealth belongs only to a select few. But those are lies. You were never created to live in lack. You were never meant to just get by. God has called you to live in overflow, but to receive it, your mind must align with that truth. The word says, "Be transformed by the renewing of your mind." This means your thoughts must shift before your reality changes. If you continue to think small, you will live small. If you continue to expect lack, you will attract lack. But when you begin to see yourself as God sees you, worthy, powerful, abundant, and limitless, everything in your life will shift. Wealth starts in the mind. The way you speak, the way you expect, the way you position yourself, all of it creates the atmosphere for prosperity. When you truly believe that abundance is your birthright, you will start to see doors open that were once closed. Opportunities will come where none existed before. Resources will flow to you effortlessly, not because you are chasing after them, but because you are aligned with the frequency of abundance. So, chosen one, from this day forward, reject every thought of poverty, struggle, and limitation. Replace them with declarations of wealth, success, and divine favor. Speak over yourself. I am wealthy in mind, body, and spirit. I think like a winner. I expect abundance. I attract prosperity. I will never lack again. When your mind shifts, your reality must follow. The transformation is happening now. Chosen one, your blessings are not meant to come through struggle. They are meant to flow effortlessly through divine connections. Right now, God is moving people, shifting circumstances, and orchestrating divine encounters to bless you in ways you never imagined. Get ready, because the right people are about to enter your life. For too long, you have walked this journey feeling alone. You have carried burdens by yourself, wondering when help would come. You have poured into others, yet often found yourself feeling drained, unsupported, and overlooked. But that season is ending. God is sending people into your life who will pour into you, uplift you, and bless you beyond measure. There are individuals who have been assigned to help you reach your next level. They have the resources, the wisdom, the influence, and the favor that will open doors for you. And God is aligning them to find you at the perfect time. These connections are not based on luck or chance. They are part of the divine plan. Do not be surprised when strangers suddenly offer help. Do not be shocked when unexpected opportunities come through people you never expected. This is not random. This is supernatural alignment. God is connecting you with mentors, partners, and supporters who will propel you forward. But chosen one, you must be ready to receive. Let go of past betrayals. Release the fear of disappointment. Not everyone in your past was meant to stay, but the people coming into your life now are divinely sent. Trust that God is bringing the right ones at the right time. Chosen one, you have struggled long enough. The days of financial stress, sleepless nights, and endless anxiety over money are coming to a divine conclusion. You have spent too much time calculating how to stretch what little you have, worrying about bills, and wondering if you will ever break free from the cycle of just barely making it. But hear this. God is shifting your life into a realm where financial worry no longer exists. The weight that has been on your shoulders, the burden that has pressed against your spirit, is being lifted. You are stepping into a season of divine ease, where provision flows effortlessly and financial stress becomes a thing of the past. For too long, you have been conditioned to believe that struggle is normal, that financial hardship is just a part of life. But that is a lie designed to keep you from your divine inheritance. You were never meant to live in lack. You are a child of the Most High, and the wealth of heaven is at your disposal. The money you need, the opportunities you desire, the resources that seem out of reach, all of it is already set aside for you. The moment you align yourself with God's abundance, you will see doors open that you didn't even knock on. You will see debts canceled, unexpected income arrive, and streams of financial blessing flow into your life without strain. The struggle is over. Think about this. Does a royal child ever worry about provision? Does a king's son or daughter lose sleep over how they will eat or where they will live? Of course not. They live in confidence, knowing that everything they need is already taken care of. And chosen one, you are part of the greatest royal family, God's family. That means your financial breakthrough is not a matter of chance. It is a divine right. Heaven's wealth belongs to you, and from this moment forward, you will walk in it. The income you need will appear exactly when required. The doors to wealth and opportunity will open at the perfect time. You will no longer toil for every dollar because financial blessings will come to you effortlessly in ways you never imagined. But chosen one, to walk in this level of abundance, you must release the old way of thinking. You must let go of the fear of not having enough. Fear creates blockages, and God is calling you to shift into a mindset of trust and expectation. Stop looking at your bank account with worry. Stop speaking words of lack. Instead, declare the truth over your life. I am provided for. I am financially free. I am walking in divine wealth. When you believe it, you activate it. When you speak it, you attract it. And when you align yourself with it, your entire financial reality will change. Chosen one, you have been planting seeds for years. Seeds of faith, seeds of hard work, seeds of perseverance, seeds of love. You have poured out when you had little. You have given when it hurt. You have helped others even when no one saw your sacrifices. And now your season of harvest has arrived. What you have sown in faith is about to return to you, not in the same measure you gave, but multiplied beyond what you can imagine. Your waiting was not in vain. Your labor was not forgotten. The reward is here. Think back on every moment when you kept going despite the odds. The times when you chose to believe, even when everything looked impossible. The nights you cried out to God, asking if He saw you, if He heard you, if your efforts mattered. Heaven took note of every tear, every prayer, every step of faith you took when no one else understood. And now, the answers you have been waiting for, the blessings you have been expecting, the abundance you have been preparing for, they are about to flood your life. God is faithful, and His divine timing has aligned perfectly with your breakthrough. In the natural world, a farmer never doubts the harvest. When seeds are planted in good soil and nurtured with care, growth is inevitable. It may take time, it may require patience, but the result is guaranteed. And chosen one, your life is that fertile ground. You have cultivated a spirit of faithfulness. You have remained steadfast even when circumstances tried to shake you. And now your harvest is not just coming, it is overflowing. Every effort, every sacrifice, every seed of faith you have planted is about to yield blessings beyond your wildest dreams. The season of waiting is over. The season of receiving has begun. But listen closely. This is not just about financial abundance. Your harvest will touch every area of your life. Relationships that were once broken will be restored. Opportunities that seemed lost will be returned to you in greater measure. The health, the peace, the joy, the success you have been seeking, they are all part of this divine outpouring. You will experience blessings in unexpected ways from unexpected places through unexpected people. God is sending you an overflow that cannot be stopped. Chosen one, this is your time. Do not doubt it. Do not question it. Do not wonder if it's for you. It is yours. Stand in faith and declare, my harvest is here. Everything I have sown is multiplying. Blessings are chasing me down. Chosen one, your journey to abundance is not a random series of events. It is a divinely orchestrated plan that has been set in motion since the beginning of time. Every step you take, every challenge you overcome, every delay you experience is part of a greater design leading you toward wealth, success, and a life of divine overflow. God has already written your path to prosperity, and nothing can stop it. There have been moments when you questioned whether things would ever change. You have faced setbacks that made you wonder if you were on the right path. You have looked around and seen others prosper while you waited for your breakthrough. But hear this today: God's timing is perfect. Every delay was a setup for something greater. Every closed door was a divine redirection. Nothing in your life has been wasted, and nothing has been forgotten. Think about a seed planted in the soil. For a time, it looks like nothing is happening. There is no visible movement, no sign of growth. But beneath the surface, something powerful is taking place. Roots are growing deeper, strength is being built, and soon, at the appointed time, that seed will break through the ground and flourish. Chosen one, you are that seed. You have been growing, preparing, and being strengthened in the unseen. And now, your season of manifestation is coming. But to step fully into this blessing, you must trust the process. Too many people give up just before their breakthrough. They allow doubt to creep in, and they abandon the path right before the moment of harvest. You will not be one of them. You will hold firm, stand strong, and walk boldly into what has already been prepared for you. Your financial freedom is already set. Your wealth is already waiting. All you have to do is keep moving forward in faith, knowing that nothing can stop what God has promised. Understand this: God is not just blessing you with money. He is elevating you into a life of total abundance. He is aligning the right opportunities, the right people, and the right timing for your success. Every hardship you endured was a stepping stone. Every lesson you learned was preparation. Now, you are walking into a season where everything will start to make sense. The pieces of your life will align, and you will see that God's plan was always greater than anything you could have imagined. Chosen one, declare this now: I trust the divine process. My path to wealth is already written. I will not worry. I will not doubt. I am stepping into my divine inheritance. Chosen one, you have been marked for divine favor, and no enemy, no force, no opposition can overturn what God has already written in your destiny. Every time you have faced setbacks, betrayals, or unseen resistance, it wasn't because you were failing. It was because the enemy saw what was coming for you and tried desperately to stop it. But hear this today: nothing and no one can stop the plan of God in your life. Every attempt to delay you, every plot to hold you back, every spirit that tried to discourage you, it has all been broken. Your destiny is secured, and your breakthrough is inevitable. You have walked through seasons of hardship that felt like endless battles. You have faced rejection, not because you were unworthy, but because the enemy knew that you were about to step into something greater. You have experienced financial struggles that made you question if things would ever change. You have encountered people who smiled in your face but secretly hoped for your downfall. There were times when everything seemed to work against you, and yet you are still here. You are still standing. Why? Because God's hand has been on you the entire time. Even in the midst of the storm, you were covered. Even when it looked like you had lost everything, you were still being prepared for a comeback greater than anything you've imagined. The enemy has used fear, doubt, and delay as weapons against you. He has tried to whisper lies into your mind, convincing you that you are not worthy, that your time has passed, that your breakthrough will never come. But chosen one, those lies hold no power over you. You have already been chosen for greatness, and no force in existence can undo what God has set in motion. When the Most High calls you into a season of abundance, there is no demon, no jealous person, no system that can prevent you from receiving what is already yours. You do not need to beg for what has already been written in your favor. Your blessings are secured by the highest authority. Think about Joseph. His own brothers threw him into a pit, sold him into slavery, and tried to erase his destiny. But they did not realize that everything they did only pushed him closer to the throne. Every attack was unknowingly preparing him for greater. Chosen one, the same is true for you. The very things that were meant to destroy you have only positioned you for your elevation. Every setback was actually a setup. Every disappointment was a disguised opportunity. What was meant for your downfall is turning into your launchpad. But now the season of battle is shifting. God is putting an end to the unnecessary struggles. The barriers that once blocked you are crumbling. The strongholds that kept you in a cycle of lack and limitation are being broken. You are stepping into a time where no opposition can stand in your way. The enemies who once tried to stop you will now have no choice but to witness your rise. They will see God's favor pouring over you, and they will be powerless to interfere. This is your divine vindication. Chosen one, do not waste another second fearing what the enemy might do. Do not give energy to the ones who tried to tear you down. They have already lost. What God has written for you is sealed, and nothing, not jealousy, not betrayal, not spiritual attacks, not delays, can cancel what heaven has declared over your life. Your wealth, your success, your breakthrough, your divine purpose, it is yours. And from this moment on, you will move forward with boldness, knowing that nothing can block what God has already approved. Chosen one, your days of financial struggle are ending, and an overflow of sudden increase is coming to your life in ways you never expected. You have prayed, you have believed, and now the heavens are opening on your behalf. The shift will be swift, the blessings will be overwhelming, and your financial situation will change in an instant. It will happen when you least expect it, in ways you never imagined, and through avenues you never saw coming. God is about to surprise you with abundance. Think about the times you have worked tirelessly, investing your energy and resources, yet seeing little return. There were moments when you gave selflessly, even when you had little to spare. You stayed faithful in times of uncertainty, and you refused to give up, even when it seemed like nothing was changing. But let me tell you today, your breakthrough is closer than you realize. The seeds you planted in past seasons, the sacrifices you made in secret, the moments of faith that seemed small at the time, they are all about to bear fruit. And not just a small harvest, but an overwhelming flood of divine provision. The kind of increase that is coming your way is not something you will have to chase. It will chase you. It will come when you are minding your own business, when you are going about your daily routine, when you are not even looking for it. A sudden promotion, an unexpected gift, a financial door you never knocked on. This is how God moves when He decides to bless His chosen ones. Your blessing is already en route, and nothing can stop it from reaching you. Understand this. God does not operate on human logic. The world teaches that wealth comes only from hard labor, struggle, and long waits. But divine provision does not work like that. When God decides to increase you, He does it in ways that defy understanding. Just as He took Joseph from the prison to the palace overnight, just as He fed the Israelites with manna from heaven, just as He turned 5 loaves and 2 fish into a meal for thousands, He will multiply your resources in ways that will leave you in awe. But chosen one, you must be ready. When sudden increase arrives, you cannot shrink back in fear. You cannot doubt whether you are worthy of such abundance. You must step boldly into your blessings, knowing that they were always meant for you. Do not question why it is happening. Simply receive it with open arms. The wealth, the prosperity, the opportunities, they are your divine inheritance. You were never meant to struggle forever. You were never meant to live in lack. This is your season of supernatural increase. Chosen one, the struggle is over, and the gates of divine provision are opening for you right now. You will no longer have to fight for what is already yours. The wealth, the resources, the opportunities, They are being released into your life effortlessly. No more chasing, no more striving, no more wondering when your time will come. Your season of supernatural release is here. For too long, you have felt the weight of financial stress. You have worked hard, but the results have been slow. You have done everything right, yet at times, it seemed like nothing was shifting. But let me tell you this, God was not denying you. He was preparing you. He was strengthening your faith, sharpening your wisdom, and positioning you for something far greater than you imagined. And now the time of waiting is over. The divine flow of resources is beginning, and once it starts, it will not stop. Understand this. Wealth is not just money. It is divine provision in every area of your life. It is open doors, connections, favor, and unexpected opportunities. It is the right people coming into your life at the right time. It is contracts landing in your lap, promotions you didn't even ask for, and financial breakthroughs that come from sources you never expected. When God decides to release resources, it does not come in small portions, it comes in overflow. You don't have to figure out how it will happen. You don't have to worry about where it will come from. God has already commanded it, and when He speaks, it must come to pass. Just as He provided manna from heaven for the Israelites, just as He sent ravens to feed Elijah, just as He multiplied oil for the widow, He is providing for you in ways beyond human understanding. Wealth will come to you without struggle, and opportunities will appear before you even ask. But chosen one, you must be ready to receive. Some people miss their blessings because they are too focused on what they lack. Do not be one of them. Do not let doubt block what is already on its way to you. Start preparing now. Speak as if it is already yours. Walk as if you are already wealthy. Make room for the blessings, because once they start flowing, they will not stop. Declare this now with full faith. God is releasing resources for me. Wealth is flowing into my life effortlessly. I will never struggle again. I receive divine provision in full measure. Chosen one, you are not just being blessed for yourself. God is positioning you to be a blessing to many. The abundance that is flowing into your life is not just for your comfort, but for your purpose. You were not chosen to struggle. You were chosen to overflow. The wealth that is being released to you will be so great that you will have more than enough, not just for yourself, but to uplift those around you. Your increase is coming with divine purpose. For too long, you have experienced seasons of lack, where you could only wish to help others, but did not have the means to do so. You have seen people around you struggling, and your heart longed to give, but your resources felt limited. You have prayed for opportunities not just to survive, but to give freely, to bless without worry, to provide without hesitation. That time has come. The days of barely getting by are over. Now you will walk in a level of abundance where generosity becomes second nature. You will not fear giving, because you will always have more than enough. Every time you release a blessing, another will take its place. The enemy wanted to keep you small. He wanted to trap you in a cycle of just enough so that you would never be in a position to help others. But that plan has failed. God is making you a divine distributor of wealth. He is enlarging your territory, expanding your resources, and making sure that whatever He pours into your hands will never run dry. You will give, and you will still have more. You will help others rise, and you will rise even higher. The cycle of lack has been broken, and the flow of supernatural wealth is now unstoppable. Think about Abraham. God blessed him abundantly, not just for himself, but so that he could be a blessing to nations. You carry that same anointing. Your wealth will build, restore, and empower. Your financial increase is not just about material gain. It is about impact, influence, and divine assignments. You will fund dreams, you will uplift communities, you will transform lives. And the more you bless, the more God will increase you. The more you pour out, the more He will pour in. Chosen one, this is why your wealth is different. It is not just for personal luxury, it is for divine purpose. You will be known as a giver. You will be known as a vessel of overflow. Your resources will touch lives in ways you never imagined. You will fund visions, open doors for others, and leave a legacy of abundance. You will be proof that when God blesses His chosen ones, it is always in excess. Declare this now with confidence. I am blessed beyond measure. My wealth will overflow to those around me. I am a giver, and I will always have more than enough. Abundance flows through me endlessly. Chosen one, your faith is the key that unlocks the floodgates of divine abundance. You have come too far to doubt now. God has seen your struggles, heard your prayers, and counted every tear you've shed in moments of uncertainty. But He has also witnessed your unwavering faith. The way you continued to believe, even when things didn't make sense. And because you have remained faithful, you're about to see God move in ways you never imagined. The world teaches that wealth comes only through relentless struggle, exhausting labor, and endless competition. But divine prosperity does not operate by the world's standards. When God decides to bless you, it is not through effort alone, it is through faith. He is not asking you to chase after success. He is asking you to trust Him and let success chase after you. The moment you stop relying on your own strength and fully surrender to His plan, the doors of overflow will swing wide open. Think about the times you held on to faith when everything around you suggested otherwise. The bills piled up, yet you still believed. The opportunities dried up, yet you still trusted. People doubted you, but you never stopped believing in the vision God placed inside you. That kind of faith does not go unnoticed. God has been preparing something special for you, and now the time has come for Him to reveal it. The waiting season was never a punishment. It was a setup for greater. What is about to happen in your life will prove that faith is never wasted. Look at the story of Job. He lost everything, yet he never turned away from God. And in the end, he received double for every loss. Look at the story of Joseph. Betrayed, thrown into a pit, falsely accused, yet he remained faithful. And in due time, he was placed in a position of unimaginable power and wealth. Chosen one, your story is no different. What you lost will be restored. What was delayed will arrive right on time. What the enemy tried to steal is coming back multiplied, and all of it will happen, not because of your effort alone, but because of your faith. Stay faithful, even when things don't make sense. Stay faithful even when doubt tries to creep in. Stay faithful, because faith is the bridge between where you are and the abundance that is waiting for you. You do not need to know how God will do it. All you need to do is trust that He will. And when you do, you will witness a level of prosperity that will leave even your enemies speechless. Declare this today. I trust in God's plan for my life. My faith is unlocking infinite prosperity. I will never lack, because I am divinely provided for. My breakthrough is here. Chosen one, stay faithful and watch God move. Your wealth is already written and nothing can stop it from reaching you. Chosen one, this is it. The shift has happened. The doors have opened. The struggle is over. From this moment forward, lack will never be a part of your life again. What once felt impossible is now within your grasp. The chains of poverty have been broken, and divine abundance is flowing into your life freely, endlessly, and powerfully. The time of barely surviving is gone. Now you will thrive. You have waited. You have believed. You have endured. You stayed faithful in the drought, and now the floodgates of heaven are opening over you. The wealth that was delayed is being released. The blessings that were blocked are being unlocked, and the opportunities that once seemed distant are now within reach. God has ordained this moment. It is your divine inheritance to walk in overflow. No longer will you live in cycles of financial struggle. No longer will you have to worry about how your needs will be met. The season of striving has ended, and the season of receiving has begun. Do you understand the magnitude of what is happening? Heaven's wealth is not like earthly riches. It is unlimited, unstoppable, and unshakable. When God gives, He gives without measure. The blessings He is pouring into your life are not temporary. They are eternal. The doors He is opening will never be shut. The increase He is bringing will never run dry. The resources, the connections, the prosperity, they are not coming through human effort alone, but through divine favor. And divine favor never fails. Chosen one, lack is a lie the enemy used to keep you small. He wanted to convince you that you were meant to struggle, that wealth was out of reach, that abundance was for others but not for you. But those lies no longer have power over you. You were never meant to live in lack. You were created to reign in prosperity. God is not just giving you enough to survive. He is giving you more than enough to overflow. You will be so blessed that your very presence will bless others. You will walk into rooms and bring financial breakthroughs with you. People will look at your life and see the undeniable proof of God's goodness. It is done. The shift has taken place. From this moment on, you will never lack again. From this moment on, you will experience wealth beyond measure. From this moment on, you will walk in the fullness of God's abundance. It is already written. It is already finished. Heaven's wealth is now yours. Declare this now. I receive my divine inheritance. Wealth is flowing into my life freely. I will never lack again. I am walking in abundance, favor, and overflow. Heaven's wealth is mine, now and forever. Chosen one, step into your new reality. Lack is gone. Struggle is over. Abundance is here. Heaven's wealth is now yours.